Well, hello folks, welcome to the channel. I'm the Custard Prophet and we're back here with our main save for FM24. This is Wisla Krakow and we're into our 5th season here with Krakow. I genuinely thought we'd have had this done by now, but things are just getting in our way, particularly the whole thing about keeping hold of really good players in Poland. That is just a big challenge and we have fallen foul of it again and again and again. Thankfully, since the last episode, we haven't lost any of our big players. But irrespective of that, form has been the hardest thing to predict. I could not tell you what we're going to do irrespective of who we're playing. Sometimes we put in the best possible performance. Sometimes we play absolutely terribly. Sometimes we play terribly and still manage to win. And sometimes we play really well and lose. And I can't tell which of those 4 things is going to happen. Let's have a look. So this is how things have gone since the last episode. As you'll see, we beat Radomiak 1-0 away from home. This was a fairly okay performance. Delgado with a goal. He continues on his impressive run. And then from nowhere, we put in an absolute dud of a performance against Slask. And you can see there wasn't really an awful lot going in there. Away against Lechia, a 2-1 win. Pleased with this. A late goal from Polman from the penalty spot. Kania with the other goal. Very pleased with that. Home against a struggling Lodz. 0-0 draw again. Went away to Cracovia. This was going to be a really hard game. Absolutely flattened them 2-0. Kania and Delgado. And then away against Zaglaby. This performance, we deserved to get an awful lot more out of it. But ended up losing 3-1. Acosta with the 1 goal for us. Very disappointing. And Carlos getting injured. That was in the... and then we've just beaten Oruk, the newly promoted side in at home. Put in a really good performance. 4 goals from us. Polman, Acosta and John Jules with a brace. And then followed that up with a loss against Vorta Poznan in the second round of the Cup. But I'll show you the stats on this one because this isn't going to happen again. 35 shots, 14 of them on target, 3.78 average rating, and we could manage 1 goal. They had 4 shots with just 2 on target, and they managed to score with that. Oh, FM! Look at the average rating of their goalkeeper. I bet he doesn't even know where his hands are. Aerial reach 16. Okay, he's a big boy. He's not a bad goalkeeper actually. He's solid. We'll keep an eye on him. So, I come out of that and I don't know what's coming. We keep getting these 0-0s from nowhere and I don't see them coming. And then we pull out an amazing away win, which, the one against Cracovia. We dominated the game, could not tell what is going to happen. Part of the problem is a lot of the players are really all over the place in terms of their form. They... One match they're playing well, one match they're not, and that does reflect the side that's going to go out against Rakow today, who are having a bit of a rubbish season themselves. They're in 10th. We are currently in 5th, so it's not all bad, but we're just far too far away from Pogon, who have been imperious this season. I can't feel we're going to catch them, but despite all of these bizarrities, we've still got Bobek with 6 clean sheets. So the goalkeeper situation is clearly not bad because we've got a goalkeeper who is keeping clean sheets. Problem is, we've also got players scoring goals. The likes of Delgado, I think he scored 7 in 10. Not bad. He's not starting today though, because he's on a bit of a bad run. In fact, Tedaraze, who started brilliantly, and Delgado, both of those really good starts of the season, both of them off form now. So we're going to be starting John Jules and Acosta. And this is kind of how it is. I just can't keep people on a consistent run of form, which is hugely frustrating. Right then, folks. So here we go. We are going to be trying to catch up the teams above us. We've got to beat Rakow. I don't think we've done that well against them over time. I can't really remember us beating them away from home, certainly. Oh no, we have. We've beaten them away from home a couple of times, actually. In recent times, we haven't lost them in the last two. So who knows what's going to happen? It was a late goal from Duda. Was the last time we played them. So the team we're going with, it's a bit of a weird one. No Carlos because he's out injured, so Sahiti's in for him. But team is Acosta and John Jules lead the line. Sahiti and Kanya either side of them playing on the wings. Duda and Puerta in the centre with Neubauer on the left side. Christian on the right, Cordoba and Rufo in the centre, Bobek in goal. Reason Krasnowski's not playing is because he's completely out of form. And same for the strikers, same for pretty much everything. The one player who might feel a little bit disappointed he's not getting more game time is Polman. And I don't know, I'm almost tempted to just give him a start. I mean, yeah, I probably should do, shouldn't I? Because Duda is not the player who finished last season. Let's give Polman a start in that position. Let's see how he does. Right, here we come out. I don't know what is going to happen here. I've been really disappointed actually in Duda's performances. Since his injury, he has been a shadow of himself. His average rating's gone down. It has been just a disaster. But Neubauer loses it from the throw-in, which is kind of unforgivable. But he's pulled it back there, so we'll forgive him in that case. Here's Rufo. Kanya does brilliantly to get away ahead of his man. And John Jules, wow, that was that could have been a goal. Probably should have been. We're not talking about the right back play there with that. I don't know what the challenge was. We won't worry. Here's Pullman. We still got that Polish lad who's hardly played at all, the one who scored the free kick. Well, free corner from them, and that one's over the top. No one's really kind of ramping up the chances or doing much at all, really. Well, that was a first half to forget about. None of the strikers really showing anything. It's just, out wide, maybe we looked all right. I wonder whether it's a double change up top type day, because neither of the strikers is looking good. And maybe this is a chance to say, "Oi, you two, get on and show us what you're all about." It's a bit aggressive. If we get an injury up top, we're screwed. But maybe this is what we should be doing. Well, here's Sahiti. It's still very little happening. I mean, I'll take a lucky goal and a 1-0 victory. That would be awesome if we could manage that. Here's Neubauer. Loses it again. Puerta! No, over the top. Very disappointing. You feel the better chances, as things stand, have come to Krakow, but we haven't finished them off yet. There's not been a gilt-edged chance yet, has there, for anyone? But the better chances have definitely come to Krakow. Is that going to continue, or are they sort of ramping up for a chance here? A lovely ball inside the left back. The left back does well. Oh, there it is. That's what they were waiting for. The left back was on the floor, and in it goes, and it's another real nothingy performance, isn't it? I don't know what to do about this. No one's really kind of showing up. So Duda and Dale have come on. Dale is not happy with life in general, and Kanya just heads it wide. There was a chance. I don't know. Saying how good the goalkeeper was doing. I mean, that is an absolute disaster. This feels like another one of these seasons that's just going to pass us by disappointingly. Do we deserve to lose this? I don't know. None of the strikers have done well. We created some chances. Didn't make the most of the chances we had. And that's what you get. 2-0 loss. And on we go to the next one. So that's kind of what we're doing. You don't know what's coming. No idea what's coming. Is there anything positive to come out of that game? It's hard to say. I can't say any of the strikers have pleased me, which is a problem coming into the next match. Yeah, looking through the players there, there's nobody. Bobek made an absolute howler. The wingers looked probably best, but they kind of fell apart at the end. And none of the strikers did anything there. None of the substitutes did. It was an absolutely nothingy performance, but yet we had a better XG than the opposition. We had more possession. Fouling more though, maybe is that a problem? I don't think so. It looks a very even game, but we lost it. So what's the problem? Is it that we are not good enough in front of goal? I don't know. It's hard to know. I don't know what to do here, because I feel we've got some good players, but they just are not coming together as a team, and certainly not consistently. Yeah, so I'm a bit stuck. It's kind of massively shown. I felt a draw, perhaps a 1-1 draw, was the result that performance deserved. So it wasn't a terrible performance, but we end up losing it, and that feels kind of how it's been going in recent times. Or we just don't score, or then the next game we'll score 4 or 5, and I can't tell which is going to happen. Very weird. So any thoughts in the comments will be very appreciated. I hope you enjoyed that. Another disappointing result, but we go on. We're going to probably come back for maybe the game against Vidsu at the end of the or just before the. Yeah, that's probably where we come back, just before the winter break, and see where we are at that point. Hopefully we can be in a sort of similar position, and then we can sort of think about, well, do we make some changes? Do we kind of tweak things a little bit to try and push on in the second half of the season? Because it's not all over, and I think we could absolutely get a European spot. We're in prime position to do that. We just need to figure out how to play a little bit more consistently, and I need to put my thinking cap on and maybe do some little tweaking during these games. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.